Hey, Four Mile friends and family, as we continue with the fruit of the Spirit, yesterday we talked about love. Today in Galatians, we're going to talk about joy. In Galatians 5:22 through 23, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law." Be careful in today's society, in today's world, as we battle this coronavirus, that your joy isn't taken away. Here's some things that can take away your joy. One of the things is magnifying your mistakes. We have a lot of time now sometimes to sit at home and just think about our life and things we've done, look at the future. And sometimes during that time, we think of mistakes we've made, maybe even if we're currently still working, right? There's time to think about those things. So don't take the time to magnify your mistakes. The other is we can focus on the negative. As you turn on the news, there's a lot more negative than there is positive. There's a lot more people, they tell us, that have died from the virus than have survived, that have gotten it and have become well. They don't tell us those stats. They don't give us the details on those. It's easier to focus on the negative than seeing the good that's happening all around us in the world and in our city and in our community. We tend to focus on the one bad thing and ignore the 10 good things that are going on around us. We stop focusing on our song. And what I mean by that is we've stopped focusing on the things that do bring us joy in our lives. Now, I realize that might be different. You might have enjoyed spending time with your friends. Well, we can still do that, right? On the phone, if you have an iPhone, you can use FaceTime. If you have the free Zoom, you can do a Zoom meeting on your computer. You can, talk out the window to somebody. But things just might look different with the hobbies that you love to do that brings that joy into your life, but you can still do them. Now it might just take a little bit more work. It might look a little bit different. We don't reach out. That's one of the things that rob us of our joy. We aren't reaching out. We aren't calling people on the phone, staying connected with people. Sometimes we expect them to call us, but we need to reach out and call them. Another thing is we feel overwhelmed. If you're on Facebook, you can really feel overwhelmed because these people are posting pictures and different things of all the things they're doing. All the different craft things they're doing with their kids, or there's a list of all the things you need to be doing as a family or an individual, all these videos you need to be watching, all these things that you need to be doing, and you can feel overwhelmed. Remember, you don't have to do all those things, right? You might be able to do one or two of them, or maybe you're not very crafty. You don't have to do the crafts. You don't have to be doing something every second, every hour of the day. And you don't have to post things and like things and love things that are on Facebook. You can let them go. You don't have to repost them because somebody posted it to you and they're encouraging you to repost that in some different way. So as we look at joy, we have to remember that joy is not the same as happiness or pleasure. Happiness and pleasure are things that happen to us, right, that are out of our control. And if it doesn't make us happy, or if it doesn't please us, then we're not happy. Joy is something that's inside us, that's always there. Even in the time of grief, even in the time of mourning, we can have joy in our lives. So how can you create joy in your life? Here are some ideas. See the blessings in the tough stuff. Yeah, things are a little bit more difficult. Maybe at work you have to wear PPE. Maybe at work you have to do things a little bit more difficult. It takes a little bit more time to do things. Just look at the blessings that are there. I mean, those things that are maybe a little bit more time consuming or a little bit more difficult are put in place to protect you. Right? Things a little bit more difficult, maybe going to the store, maybe going shopping, but they're there to help you out. Take care of your least favorite things first, right? The things that you hate to do, take care of those things first. Get them out of the way so you're not dreading them all day. Or maybe there are things that you don't like to do, but you have to do them at certain times of the day. Do them immediately then. Don't put them off. Just take care of them, get them out of the way. Serve someone, even if it's just a phone call or sending a letter or sending a card or an email. It's amazing just by serving somebody else, loving somebody else, how much joy that can bring to our lives. Take a time out. It's okay to rest. It's okay to take a break. It's okay just to sit back and say, okay, I'm exhausted. I need to recap some of my joy in my life. If we're always on the go, we don't have that time to see the things that are around us that bring us joy. So as we look at praying joy into people's lives, there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of stuff. They're very busy. They're wondering what next is going to happen. So start praying joy into their lives. Those are the things that we mentioned. You know, the things that they need to start seeing blessings in, taking a break, all of those things in our lives that we sometimes forget or push aside to that used to bring us joy, but now we think we have more important things to take care of. One of the most important things to take care of is to be able to see joy in life as we live it today.